working on a lot of different jump shots for y'all boys. No matter if you're a 3-point hunting guard, a lockdown, a popper, a 7-footer, a 6'10", there's going to be a jump shot in today's video to help you knock down shots. Now I know you might have a low 3-point rating or even a high 3-point rating. Just make sure you watch the video, especially for the particular parts. And today I'm going to show you a variety of jump shots that have a big green window, so you can be able to knock down shots contested, open, and so you can become a lethal threat. But when it comes to the best dribble pull-ups in the game, there's a nice variety on this game. As I've ended up testing a few, Pro 2 is maybe my favorite one to use. Now, if you don't like using Pro 2, you can end up using KCP. KCP and Pro 2 are very similar. They got a few different animations as the actual dribble pull-up in the side-to-side fadeaway, which KCP, you need an 86 mid-range or 3-pointer. When it comes to Devin Booker, a lot of you guys mess with this, especially when it comes to angle fading on the 2s or angle fading on the 3s. When it comes to that mid-range angle fade, it's just unstoppable, especially when you end up using Kobe as well. Kobe is a great dribble pull-up to use. All you need is 86 mid-range or 3-pointer to unlock this dribble pull-up. But if you want something very similar and you don't have the 3-point rating or mid-range rating, use Michael Jordan dribble pull-up or use Pro 2. But Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant are very similar when it comes to the dribble pull-up, other than the Kobe foot kick. Now we got Devin Vassell. This is one that's a little bit different, but it is kind of nice, so make sure y'all try this out. It's one of those ones that get slept on. Now y'all know Kevin Durant dribble pull-up is unstoppable, especially on those bigger builds like a 7-footer, 6'10", 6'11". You got an 87 mid-range, use Kevin Durant. It's going to be hard for the guard that. And if you're in a bigger build and you don't have any of those ratings to unlock, use normal 2, as that's one of the best things you can use, especially for those builds to unlock. Now that I'm going to end up getting to the small guards, we're going to go to the best bases you can use on NBA 2K26. Now if you're a starter 4, the Patty Mills jump shot is maybe one of the best jump shots you can use. Now all you need is an 81 mid-range or 3-pointer to unlock the base, would be in starter 4. And after these past few use, Patty Mills is still a great jump shot to use. Now Quinn Grimes is one of those top jump shots that's not a starter 4 jump shot you can use. 82 mid-range or 3-pointer to end up getting this. But the thing is, you definitely want a little bit more room when it comes to making custom jump shots. The same thing with Curry. You need a 93 mid-range or 3-pointer. Allen Iverson is one of my favorite jump shot bases in the game. You need an 83 mid-range or 3-pointer to get it. Just recommend you to at least have a high mid-range or 3-pointer when it comes to trying to unlock these jump shot bases. At least have one or other, because for the Kyrie Irving base, you need an 89 rating. So I recommend you have a high mid-range or a high 3 to try to unlock that. Then we got Zach LaVine, which opens up at 84. Now, Zach LaVine is a slept-on base. The same thing with John Wall. John Wall has always been a good base. Ever since they took it out the game in 2K25, John Wall base has always been nice. But if you're on the lower end, try out Kyle Lowry, try out Russell Westbrook. These are jump shot bases that you want to mess with if you're on the lower end under the 83 3-pointer threshold. Also, you can end up using Cam Thomas as one of those ones that get slept on and get pushed to the side. But it's still a good base. If you want to end up trying it out, you need an 86 mid-range or 3-pointer. But in my opinion, I definitely would recommend you to use Miles McBride over Cam Thomas as of the up and down ratio. And then once you put in the custom jump shots together, you can really make something crazy with Miles McBride. Then we got Jacoby Walter, aka the JT Thor. This is the one that you're going to use for people that have lower than the 83-point rating or 80 mid-range rating. Now that I just showed you all those jump shot bases you can use for a small guard, this is the jump shot I've been using, and y'all boys always ask me, what jump shot are you using? What are you using on this build? What you using on this small guard? The jump shot I've been using is a jump shot I've been using since season 1, patch 1, and it hasn't been stopped yet. I'm shooting above 80% with this from the 3-point line. Even though I have Patty Mills, I still use Allen Iverson, Baluba, Stephen Curry, max speed, and this is literally between push and release. Now with me on a builder, even a 6'3", 6'4", even a small guard 6'1", is money. With the blending being 40, 60. Now when it comes to the next jump shot, we're gonna see Miles McBride. I've been trying to tell y'all boys for the past few times. Miles McBride, max speed, mess around with the releases. You can change them here and there, but we got Miles McBride, Oscar Robertson, Baluba. Now this one, I'm telling you, it's gonna open your eyes of showing you like you can use different bases. Like you don't have to use the same meta bases everybody else is using. Then we got Zach LaVine, Oscar Robertson, Baluba, 40-60 blend, max speed, in between push and release. You gotta mess around with the visual cue. That's mostly on you, but most of the time I end up putting my visual cue almost the same, especially if the bar is close or not. Then we have Patty Mills. Now if you're a starter 4, starter 4s, you only can get this jump shot if you're a starter 4 rep. Patty Mills, Baluba, 50-50 max speed, right on the R release. This is going to recommend you to have a 86 mid-range or 3-point rating to even unlock. And if you want a different Patty Mills, you got Patty Mills, Baluba, Colin Sexton, or you can do Patty Mills, Baluba, Darius Garland, 70-30 max speed on the R, or you can put it all the way on release and you can knock down consistently, and this requires you to have an 84. Now look, when it comes to the Patty Mills, it's a hit or miss for some people. Then when it comes to the reliable jump shot that I've been using for a minute off the side, you know what I'm saying? We got the Quentin Grimes, we got the TJ McConnell, we got the Baluba. Now this is what I've been messing with since like season 2, since I really didn't like actual Quentin Grimes when the game first came out, but it had to grow on me. This is a 50-50 blend, max speed, all the way on release. I don't know what it is, but Quentin Grimes jump shot, anything other than release, it's just hard for me to time. Then when it comes to John Wall, by the time y'all watching this video, I dropped the John Wall video. We got John Wall, Oscar Robertson, Luka Doncic. This is a 30-70 blend, max speed. It's not the fastest jump shot, but it's not the slowest jump shot. You just gotta know how to create space to get the jump shot off. Now, when you on a lower 3-point rating or lower mid-range rating, you just want a shot, Jacoby Walter, Devin Booker, Colin Sexton, or you can do Jacoby Walter, Baluba, Colin Sexton. You gotta mess around with it so you can get a certain rating that you like. This is a 70-30 blend, max speed, in between push and release, more closer to the push part. But this jump shot is nice, especially for the catch and shoot. You could do off the dribble, but the thing is the defensive immunity. Now when it comes to the bigger builds, we wanna look out for the 6'5s all the way to 6'9s. So I'm gonna look out for y'all boys for the best bases. Now for starter 4 bases, I've been using Jared Cover. Jared Cover is still that one. I'm not gonna lie, Jared Cover is still better than T-Mac to me. T-Mac was cool in 2K24, but Jared Cover is still that #1 running jump shot when it comes to the starter 4s. Now look, you might end up having a problem when it comes to the catch and shoot. It might make you slide past the 3-point line, but Kobe Bryant base is nice. Now Kobe Bryant base, they have a off-brand base that's literally in the game that you can use that's literally Kobe, that you don't have to be starter 4 to even unlock and get the same almost animation. Then we got Shaedon Sharpe. Now I showed y'all boys, you don't want to sleep. This is a close thing to a Patty Mills jump shot that you get for a big build. Now, it's a lot of other variants like AJ Lawson and stuff like that, but Shaedon Sharpe is one of those ones you don't want to sleep on. If you want a decent catch and shoot jump shot that you really can find some releases to get you right, Clyde Drexler. Clyde Drexler is one of those ones you don't want to sleep on. Same thing with Asar Thompson. If you assume they got a low 3-point rating, try out Asar Thompson. Low 3-point, low mid-range, and most likely be catch and shoot. Try it out. Then we got LeBron James. Now, LeBron James has been good lately, and I'm gonna be honest, it's a fast jump shot. Then we got Gordon Hayward, and I've been preaching to y'all for maybe like the last 2 months. And a lot of you guys have been messing with it. It's a fast jump shot. It's somewhat similar to the Quentin Grimes, and it's a great up and down jump shot. You got Kevin Huerter. You can use Kevin Huerter for the catch and shoot off the dribble, but most likely I would say use it for catch and shoot purposes. You don't have to have a high 3-point rating or mid-range rating to unlock this in general. And for those guys that like to do catch and shoot, Harrison Barnes is the jump shot you don't want to sleep on. It's a great catch and shoot jump shot. It's not too slow, it's not too fast. Same thing with Devin Booker. You can catch and shoot with Devin Booker, but also you can come off the dribble with Devin Booker, and all you need is 86 mid-range or 3-pointer to even unlock the jump shot. Now you can use it for big builds and small builds. The same thing with Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes is one, literally like I told you, a top 3 jump shot. All you need is an 82 3-point rating. But my favorite base in the game, Ray Allen. Ray Allen jump shot base is just nasty this year. It's just insanely crazy. And a lot of you guys know how I feel about Matt Ryan base. It's a cool base, but hey, if you can knock down with it, you can knock down with it. But I found the actual jump shot that's clean to use Matt Ryan. Same thing with Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony at the beginning of the year was money, but it still can get the job done based on how you like to play the game, which this jump shot is not slow and it's not too fast. And it's just somewhat just right. And then a lot of times I told y'all boys since 2K25, Scottie Pippen base is one of those ones you don't want to sleep on, especially for my poppers. Now, a lot of poppers and a lot of somewhat lockdowns been using Scottie Pippen. Hey, I'm telling you, because I'm not doing a research for no reason. Like, it takes hours, it takes time, it takes days to mess around with some of these jump shot bases to see if the ones are really good enough to even bring out. Then we got Jacoby Walter, like I told you, the JT Thor of 2K26, aka the 2K24 jump shot base. This one is nasty. Now, if you a low 3-point shooter, you just want to do catch and shoot, and you want to get that 2K24 feel, use it. Then we got Derek Whitehead, aka the off-brand Kobe Bryant base. This is what I was using at the beginning of the year before I got Kobe Bryant base for my builds. Now we got Jalen Tyson, more of a catch and shoot. You could come off the dribble, but preferably catch and shoot with Jalen Tyson. But I would tell you try out Scottie Pippen over that. Now, if you want an easy jump shot to time, no matter what type of build you are, I would say mostly on a popper build, catch and shoot build, use J.R. Smith. And with me recently testing out some jump shot bases in the comment section, y'all boys telling me about Paul George, and I remember Paul George's base was actually nice in the older 2Ks, and it's still a good jump shot base to use in this game. Now that I just showed you some of the best bases y'all can use, y'all been asking me what jump shot you'll use for this build for my 6'6", my SGA, my Cooper Flag. Bro, I got y'all. If you want to be able to shoot crazy numbers like this, like the Cade Cunningham build, the Jalen Johnson build, this is the jump shot I've been using, bro. Like, this is the jump shot I've been using for the last past seasons. Hey, Ray Allen, Devin Vassell, Quentin Grimes, max speed, 65-35 blend, right between push and release. Literally a slight tick right under that. Then if you want to use them, try something different. I told you I found the Matt Ryan base. Matt Ryan, Beluba, Charles Bassey. Max speed, 35-65. And this is literally about 6 to 7 ticks past push. And I definitely can say it's maybe the best Matt Ryan custom I used so far. Then we got Scottie Pippen, more of a catch and shooter. If you're my lockdown or you're my poppers and stuff like that, or you just want to be one of those catch and shooters, Scottie Pippen, Beluba, max speed 50-50. You need an 83 mid-range or 3-pointer to unlock. And it's literally like 2 or 3 ticks past push, and this jump shot is knocked down. Now with my guys out there that starter 4, if you starter 4, Kobe Bryant, Beluba, Oscar Robertson, or you can go Kobe Bryant, Oscar, Beluba, max speed 40-60 blend, and this is going to be in between push and release. Now if you can't get Kobe Bryant base, you can use Derek Whitehead, and this is the jump shot I was been using. Derek Whitehead, Beluba, David West. Now this is max speed 30-70 blend, in between push and release. Mostly I would say on the catch and shoot, but sometimes if you really can get a bucket, you can use this on the ISO, you can use this off the dribble. You just need to create a decent amount of space to pull off the jump shot. And then we got the Ray Allen, Oscar Robertson, Brandon Ingram jump shot. Now look, prior to Oscar Robertson being in the game, it was Ray Allen, Brandon Ingram, max speed 50-50, but we 65-35 in it, in between push and release, or you can go full release. The same thing with the Quentin Grimes. You can go Quentin Grimes, Brandon Ingram, max speed all the way to release, or stop at the R, 50-50. The same thing with using the actual Ray Allen base when it comes to using the same releases. And with me using Jared Culver lately, since I hit starter 4, I've been messing around with the Jared Culver, Rudy Gay, Sadiq Bey. I got another one that's in the chamber, but I'm gonna end up showing y'all later in one of my videos how crazy you can get with the jump shot. But as of a test jump shot that I've been going crazy with, the Jared Culver, Sadiq Bey, 40-60 blend, max speed is slower to the release end. It's been nice to me. And with me testing out a lot of different jump shots, and even doing that LeBron video, I end up trying out LeBron base. LeBron base, Beluba, you need an 87 mid-range, that's cool. 50-50 max speed. This jump shot is fast. Even if you put this jump shot on 3-4 speed, it's still fast. And once I got the hang of it, it was easy to end up timing. Now look, I usually don't do MPJ when it comes to actually like the 6'6s and 6'9s, but MPJ, Beluba, Carmelo, 57-43 max speed, slight tick past push, or literally on push. This jump shot is actually nice, especially for those bigger builds. And lately I've been looking for a Carmelo jump shot to use for my Carmelo build, and I end up testing out grinding Carmelo jump shot. Carmelo with J Battle, and then we got Jaime Hopkins, 50-50 max speed, and it's like maybe 6 to 7 ticks past push, and I've been money with it. I can't wait till y'all see the Carmelo video. And y'all know with me working on some bigger builds like the 6'10", 6'11s, even all the way to 7'4", even builds with low 3-pointers or high 3-point ratings for these bigger builds, I gotta give out some of the best bases. Not that much variety, but I end up testing up some new bases, and I had to bring back a base from 2K25 that I end up messing with, PJ Tucker. Now PJ Tucker this year, I think it's very underrated. Same thing with Paolo Banchero. Paolo Banchero and PJ Tucker bases are very underrated, and people need to end up giving these bases some chances. Now look, if you're a starter 4, and you might be asking, where's Chris Bosh jump shot base? You have to be starter 4. Remember that. If you don't see Chris Bosh jump shot base, you're not starter 4, and you don't have an 84 mid-range or 3-pointer to unlock. But for all the other non-starter 4 jump shot bases, you got Nicholas Claxton. It can get the job done, catch and shoot wise, especially if you got a low 3-point rating or mid-range. Nick Claxton get the job done. Jonathan Isaac, #1 jump shot. I know a lot of you guys don't like Jonathan Isaac jump shot. Statistically, it's literally one of the best jump shots you can use for a big build. The thing is, when it comes to the time stability, you gotta know what you're really doing if you're gonna use Jonathan Isaac base and understand your stamina bar. Then we got Kevin Durant. Now, Kevin Durant this year and last year, it's been actually money. So if you haven't gave it a chance, definitely try out Kevin Durant base and find a nice little custom to use. And I got a few of them in here. The same thing with MPJ. MPJ base, it's a hit or miss for me just because when you shoot the ball, you're jumping forward, and as of being on a taller build, it really doesn't matter sometimes based on what your 3-point rating is to get dead eye and stuff like that. Now, other jump shot bases, we got Trey Lyles. People sleep on this jump shot base. I try to find a different variety of jump shot bases you can use, like Jabari Smith Jr., stuff like that. Even when I used to give y'all the PJ Washington base, PJ Washington base was a slept on one. The same thing with the David West base. And the thing about David West base is literally the old LaMarcus Aldridge jump shot base from the other 2Ks. Now, a lot of you guys is trying to ask what jump shot I've been using for the bigger builds. Now look, I've been cooking up, especially on that MPJ build, y'all know on the KD build, I've been putting up some numbers from 50-point games, 60-point games, to even a 70-point game. We're shooting good averages around 70% on these type of builds. Now for the jump shot, it is a Jonathan Isaac base, Baluba, Charles Bassey, max speed, in between push and release, and 65-35 blend. And I can say I mastered this jump shot, even with having a low stability. Before jump shot base, I've been testing out lately as the PJ Tucker. We got PJ Tucker, Baluba, LaMarcus Aldridge. This is a 50-50 blend, max speed, right on the R of release, and this one is nice. I'm telling you, go ahead and go put some shots up. Just know the jump shot is fast. Now look, when it comes to Kevin Durant, this is a Kevin Durant, like literally almost a pure Kevin Durant. It's Kevin Durant default big, max speed, a push between, literally a tick pass push. And it's literally a smooth Kevin Durant jump shot custom, like better than a pure KD. Then we got Chris Bosh for all my starter fours, Charles Bassey, Victor Wembanyama, max speed, and this is literally going to be in between push and release, 44-56 blend. I would recommend you to do this on the catch and shoot. The thing with Chris Bosh, I feel like I gotta hold it a little bit longer compared to using like Jonathan Isaac. Then I got Kevin Durant, jump shot from the beginning of the year that still works, and a lot of you guys say y'all love. Kevin Durant, LaMarcus Aldridge, Dirk Nowitzki. This is a 3/4 speed. Then you got 60-40 blend and a 2 ticks pass push. And for one of the only Michael Porter Jr. jump shot bases and customs you want to see in this video, for my big builds in center, this is going to be that MPJ, Dirk Nowitzki, LaMarcus Aldridge, max speed, 20-80 blend, right between that 1 tick, 2 ticks pass push. You could put it on release if you want to, but I prefer to do at least like 2 ticks pass push. It's a fast jump shot. If you can't really time it like that, hey, you can use a different base. But when it comes to the last one, we got Jonathan Isaac, LaMarcus Aldridge, and we got that Charles Bassey. If you don't know about that Charles Bassey release, you're sleeping. I'm telling you, you sleeping if you don't know about that Charles Bassey release. But we max speeding it, 65-35 blend. In between push and release, you could go release if you want to. And this jump shot barely requires you to even have a 73 point to even use. Now look, I gave y'all boys all the sauce when it comes to these jump shots. Low 3-point rating, high 3-point rating. If you got a high mid-range or a high 3, there's something in today's video. You can find a base for a small guard, big guard, lockdown, popper, 6'10", or even a 7'4". Now look, now I know you might have a friend out there that can't really shoot. You want him to go from shooting 30% to shooting 60 and plus. Hey man, make sure you send this video to him. Make sure you like the video. Make sure y'all boys subscribe. Turn notifications. I'm gonna see y'all boys in the next one, and I'm out.